Alright YouTube, it's time for this video, and in this video we're going to talk about the best studio lighting colors. And we're going to start off with white, which is a basic color. Everyone uses white, especially in normal lighting conditions. That way they can see what they're doing. But what I'm also going to talk about is what colors are more common when in a recording studio, so not just white. Some people like to use red. There's red. There are some people that like that. Some people might use green. Some people might use yellow. It all depends on the person. And cyan. Cyan is definitely a common color in studios, especially now we can do magenta. Here's magenta. Now we're going to look at magenta for a while, and we'll be able to hit cyan, the cyan button on the remote for the sunset lamp. I got the sunset lamp running, so we got magenta going, and y'all should be able to see this color. I'm going to go ahead and flip it to that color. And I don't know if y'all noticed, but I was actually able to see Olo on the screen. So Olo is that new color that scientists have discovered. The actual color that is being displayed is cyan, but after looking at magenta for a while and then switching to cyan, you will see Olo. So anyways, I got cyan on. Now, personally for me, I like to use blue, since it really is a common color in studios. And again, there are some people that will use like a more purplish shade. Then you go into the magenta shade. Some people will also have a gradient color system going. Well, minus that. This is more of a gradient system that most people will sometimes use, which will just allow the colors to grade. I use that sometimes, but personally I like to keep it on one solid color, so I like to keep it on blue, because it's more, I feel it's more of a studio, it gives you more of that music studio ambient focused setting. Again, some people will like to use green, some people like using other colors as well. Like we got green, we have yellow, we have, even though we got orange as well. That's if you're also doing different types of music, but personally for me, typical projects and production projects I like to use blue, and that's what I normally keep it on. Anyways, that is just a short little video discussing a little bit how colors in music studios play a different role and what are the most common colors. I sometimes use cyan, I use green. Now, I don't really use green, but I'll use it from time to time. I do use white from time to time. I'll just set that to white. I do use that from time to time, but not all the time. Most of the time, I usually just keep it on blue, because, you know, that's just how I think of studios. Again, and it's also more of a common color amongst music studios and all that stuff. And there we go, there is a short little video on colors for music studios, especially the ambient lighting. Again, I have my sunset lamp, which is my main. I actually have it more pointed inward, so there is a little bit of like a light flare coming on the wall. But I made sure that the way I was pointing it, it was lighting up both keyboards, the Roland Go keys. Now I keep it on blue, even though if I were to put it on like magenta, yellow, or red, you could actually get the accents on the Go keys and the Korg Kross, because the Kross is also red. Although you can't really see much light, there's not much light shining on the Kross, on the Korg Kross digital piano. If you go up to the Go keys, there is red, so there's a lot of red that is present here, especially when it's flashing on the Go keys. But on blue, it actually makes the Go keys look a bit blue, but you will see more of a prominent blue when you're actually looking at the keys themselves. Now, the keys under normal lighting conditions are black and white, but under colored conditions, you'll get black, but you'll also get the color of the light that is bouncing off the keys. So if the light is red, the keys are going to, typically the white keys in particular. So the white keys are going to reflect the color of light that is being presented. So if the keys are red, they're red. If they're green, they're green. If they're blue, they're blue. If they're yellow, they're going to be yellow. and so forth. If they're magenta, they're going to be magenta, and if they're cyan, they're going to be cyan. And if you look at it for a while on magenta, and then you switch to cyan, you might as well think they're going to light up OLO. I'm going to go ahead and set this back to blue, and there we go. A short little video on color lighting for studios and music production sessions. If you like what you see here, please subscribe to the video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos coming soon. There will be more videos. I do plan on putting out some more keyboard videos, and not necessarily Middle Eastern keyboard videos. I might just put out some typical keyboard, piano, organ stuff with some music production setups and all that stuff. I might throw out some more. Put out some more Middle Eastern videos just to throw some more music styles out there. But my main focus is mainly on Galician and Asturian gaita music and Scottish gaita or Scottish bagpipe music, and more modern production sounds like techno music and EDM, but also some classical sounds like classical piano, organ, orchestral stuff like that. Mainly, especially when I'm doing the Blue Light Piano series. Again, thanks for watching, and I will see you on another video.